We speculated about the release date for the second episode of the Atlantis DLC. Well, now we can be sure what it is, so we will talk about that. And I'm also curious if you already completed all the Ostrakas in the Fields of Elysium DLC. It might be nice to get them all to get an insane advantage versus the Izu in the future episodes. And some other weird things happened as well, so let's discuss that too in this video. A like on the video would of course be super appreciated, and let's go. There's still time to join the Lawgiver pack giveaway to get a cool warrior set and a new mount. You can follow the link in the pinned comment for a chance to win, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well before you enter. Did you by the way know that you can deflect the beam of the Colossi in the Atlantis DLC? They will of course do this laser beam at you, but if you parry at the right time, the beam will like go back to the enemy, so it will hit him instead. I never really tried this, so thanks to DJ Balam Smith on Twitter for reaching out to me about this. I will totally be using this in the second episode because we will likely fight some Colossi there as well. This episode is called The Torment of Hades and will go live on June 4th. Like, it's now as good as confirmed. So we already knew that it would be roughly 6 weeks after the first episode, but Ubisoft sometimes kind of changes that up. But now Param reached out on Twitter saying that the official Odyssey website notes that the second episode will indeed launch in June, and 6 weeks after April 23rd is June 4th, and a week after that would be E3, so I don't think that Ubisoft wants to do that when they want to push their other games. And then 6 weeks from June 4th would be July 15th, and yes, the website also notes that the third episode is coming in July. So while I think that the June 4th date is like as good as confirmed right now, the third episode could really be 1 week later, 1 week earlier for all we know. We now at least know that it's coming in July. And the trophies for these episodes that already reveal some very interesting information usually go live a month or something like that before the episode goes live, so we can really expect the trophies for the second episode any day now. We'll of course keep you up to date here, and then after the July episode, the Season Pass of Odyssey is over, and we already know that there are no new story arcs planned, so it will be interesting to see how the content rollout will be after that, if there will be any content rollout. We of course know about some leaked features like the story creator mode. Maybe that will be the focus. After that, we really don't know. Again, I will let you know once we know more. I also got this tweet from Philip Zwart, who reached out with a shot of his lieutenant that suddenly got an Izu armor. Like, he installed the DLC, then selected Ariate the winner, one of the mercenaries from the recent live events, and where he first had regular armor, he now has this Izu style chest. And that made me immediately think about something cool. What if the mercenaries that you killed like in the main game would appear in the DLC, because it's basically the afterlife that we explore. But then instead of their regular gear, they have this Izu gear on. I don't think that will happen, but it would have been cool because, as I said in my sort of impressions of the DLC, I kind of missed roaming enemies in the sort of middle area of the DLC. Like, they were only at the specific question mark locations, so the rest of the world felt kind of empty. It was beautiful, but it was still pretty empty. Would not be surprised though if this was the same for the other 2 episodes, but we will see. In my previous video, highlighted some Easter eggs that were found in the Fate of Atlantis DLC episode 1. And now we got some more. So we touched on the Ubisoft logo that you can find in the world, and Wolf Games reached out on Twitter saying that you can also find the Assassin's Creed and the Abstergo logo in the flowers as well. So the Abstergo logo is over here on the map, and I really like how this one is done with multiple different flowers. And we got the AC logo on the other side of the map, so the left side, with this sort of structure pillar in between, full white. Also a really nice touch. For the solutions of the Ostrakas, you will need to go across the map as well. We of course already touched on the new damage on Izu perk that you can find on the weapons, including the bows that you will find in the DLC. You likely got a ton of them, and what kind of sucks is that the sell price for these bows, for the Izu bows, is way lower than the bows you would get in Greece. George Wu reached out to me about this. I usually dismantle most of my gear, but on level 99, selling items is actually super lucrative for fast money. But yeah, you can only get a fraction from the normal bow sell price from the Izu bows. You would think that that's a bug, so hopefully Ubisoft will take a look at it, because after playing the DLC you have a ton of bows and otherwise they're kinda useless. But yeah, going back to that Isu perk on level 91 items and up, you will find 40% extra damage against Isu. Well, thanks to the new engraving, you can also engrave this perk on any weapon, but also on the chest and on the helm. Meaning that if you have the 40% damage engraving, then you can get up to 200% extra damage against Isu. And that's of course pretty insane and will help you a ton in future episodes. So to get all the Ostrakas, you will first need to go to the different forts that have them, like check the icons and see if it has the documents that you can then get when you are at the fort. Scout with Icarus to easily find them. And if you got all 5, then you want to search for these solutions, and I will share them in a second. Because for every solution, the engraving will become better. For example, after one solution, you will get the plus a 4% perk. After getting solution 2, it will be 8%. And after you got all of them, then you will have the 20% extra damage on Isu. After that, you want to go to the Hephaestus workshop at the Myson Cave that you can of course see on the map. And then you have to buy the upgrades to in the end get to rank 10 with the 40% damage on Isu. So if you got the money, you can actually do this pretty early and have the 200% damage against Isu if you put it on free weapons and also on the 2 gear pieces. Like looking at the launch trailer of the Fate of Atlantis, it looks like we will at least be fighting Isu in the second episode as well. You would think that they will use the same enemies in the Atlantis DLC too, right? So where do you find these solutions? Thanks by the way to Game Pressure for finding them. A link to their article is in the description down below. Let's start with the brick house that you can find over here on the map in the water. So go from the fast travel point, you want to move to the tower bridge on your right hand side and then jump into the water and then go underwater to the left to solve this Ostraka. The second one you want to do is the sleeping giant and you will find it over here on the map. So go again to the nearby fast travel point and then travel to that side of the map where you find a ton of the flowers, and you will also see trees here. You want to go under the trees because here you will find the Ostraka in the leaves. The Deer the Meter one is easy. Go to the Heart of Elysium fast travel point and then go to the left and near this golden sort of ritual thing, and you will find it nearby. Keep your eye on me, can be found over here on the map near the Asterian's Claim fast travel point. Go there and then to the right up this mountain you will find some broken pillars there and then a statue in this sort of room. You will find the Ostraka nearby. And then the final one we want to get is the High and Dry near the collapsed tower. So when you fast travel to this point, we want to go to the water that is nearby. So jump down and then you will see the sort of opening with a waterfall on the other side of the water. And you want to reach that. So hug against the mountain and then in the end get to the other side and claim the Ostraka. So again, after the 5 solutions, you got a 20% extra damage on Isu that you can enhance even more when going to the Hephaestus workshop to get the 40%, and then you can engrave that on 5 gear pieces or 3 weapons, 2 gear pieces to in the end get the 200% extra damage. You will of course have to sacrifice some other perks that you would put on the weapons or the gear, but still the 200% damage will be really insane when fighting the Isu. You can of course also try and find Isu weapons that already have this perk and then engrave other perks on them. Because I still haven't found any gear pieces with this perk and I'm not sure if there are any. But yeah, to combat this we can engrave the perk on the head or the chest and murder the Isu pretty easily. I'm totally open for a cool anti-Isu build by the way, so totally reach out to input@JorRaptor.com with your cool builds, as I would love to highlight some in the coming weeks. So if you got a cool build like that is about the Isu, but also other things are more than welcome, then reach out to me at input@JorRaptor.com. Show footage of you using your build and also of your gear and abilities and your mastery levels. And maybe I will highlight it here soon on the channel. So subscribe for Everything Odyssey. We'll be doing my weekly reset live stream this Tuesday, so come hang out there. We'll show you all the new events and content. Like this video to support channel, and now let's get the Sargon to see if we can finally get the freaking hated lieutenant. Tomo Magi is sorry that he got it. Well, don't be, man. My time will come. 2 years from now, something like that. Yes, Sargon, there we are again. Another day, another opening. So, yeah, you know what they say, right? Wait, there is no guy here. So, hey, why don't you go sit there? Yeah? Good job, man. Good job. Okay, we can kill that guy if things go wrong or if I just get an epic item. And that basically Like 99% chance that will happen, so let's see what we get. Come on. Come on. Okay. Assassin armor, assassin damage, adrenaline on, assassin kill, and health. Health as an assassin? Jesus, man. Oh, there are 2 of them. Can we... I think they will not hit the multi-shot, right? So. Yeah, you as well. Okay. Yeah, and then your store is empty, right, Sargon? The other guy is still there. Is the dog still there? Shout out to the previous video. You can watch that one by clicking on the screen. Like the video to support the channel. Yes, while you see the outro screen, I threw the other guy in the water. Don't worry. Like the video to support the channel, and I will speak to you next time. Goodbye.